rookie out of Arkansas, Cam Little, ready to get this one going. And off we go here on EA Sports. Woo! He gets free. And he goes all the way for the touchdown. Fireworks to start this night with an opening kickoff return for 6. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
All right, Mike, now the question is, how do they come onto the field and answer the bell? They give up the quick strike on the kickoff return. Do they come out here now and try to strike back quickly? Whether it's a long, methodical drive or... Just don't press too fast. There is a long way to go. A lot of football left to be played. There is no need to panic.
Daniels starts with a pass. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So 4th down, and the Aussie, Torrey Taylor, on to kick it away. Taken at the 19. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
And we've continued to see the young quarterback, Mike, just continue to get used to the speed of the game. And I think that's the biggest thing you hear young quarterbacks talk about coming out of the college ranks. Regardless how good you were in college or what level you played at, there is a big jump in just the speed and the intensity in the NFL. And the quarterbacks that get caught up to that speed the quickest have the most early success. The ones that are a little bit slower, things seem to take a little bit more time. So as he gets more and more reps under his belt, more and more starts in the NFL.
And he will go all the way. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Miami. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the second time. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
3rd and long. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off he goes. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 16-0 is our score. And we're back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Man in motion, it's Diggs. They're going to go play action with Penix. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he will score. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Dolphins. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end, and when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This taken around the 11. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Now he'll run it. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Miami. You talk about a quarterback getting things done with his legs. Everything covered downfield, but they couldn't cover him as he went down the field for a touchdown.
Mike, sometimes as a defensive coordinator, you just can't prepare for everything. In this case, you have the play defended perfectly. Passing lanes are all taken away. Everyone in coverage is where they're supposed to be. So what does the quarterback do? He tucks the ball away, and he takes it the distance for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. And before this next drive, quick reminder that the Madden Championship Series is back for another year. It's going to be the biggest and boldest yet. How about $1.7 million up for grabs in the search for the best Madden 25 players in the world? You might recall Henry last year becoming the first player ever to become a Madden millionaire. Who's going to be next? It could be you. Visit MaddenChampionship.com to register and get in on the fun. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll try to run for it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. Throwing now, Daniels. And this time, the rush gets home, and down he goes. On second down, it's Daniels. Now he takes off, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. In the first half, it was the rookie number 8 overall pick, Michael Penix, who had it working out there. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Give it up the middle to Brooks. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here's Daniels. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On comes the Chiefs punter as he's standing right around his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. 1st and 10. Man in motion, it's Diggs. The open man is Tolbert. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That one's good for 29.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a toss to Mostert, heading left. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's gonna keep it himself, and he's in. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Miami. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Dolphins stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Now the return. And it's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He's got it at about the 8. He is in. Touchdown, Dolphins. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Dolphins will add one more onto their big lead. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But, see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. On play action, Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now Daniels. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Dolphins offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
And this is how you just keep wearing down a defense. You find yourself with a pretty big lead. Now can they just lean on this run game the rest of the way and close this game out with a win?
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's into the end zone yet again. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Miami. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Now, the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. You have a tight end motioning left here. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw out of the... And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Daniels. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
2 critical factors to closing out games with the lead in the NFL, Mike. On offense, you got to be able to run the ball. On defense, you have to be able to rush the passer. And here they are winning here late in the 4th quarter. Back-to-back sacks. It's going to go a long way in closing this one out.
This will be returned from just beyond midfield. And it's a phenomenal return, nearly a touchdown. They're set up with 1st and goal. So a win here for the Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.